Friends, I don't know what all you have heard about aliens till date, what all you have read, what video you have watched on which YouTube channel. I don't know. But today in this video series, I'm going to tell you everything about aliens. I mean everything. Such things that, after knowing them, your mind will be blown away. You may not even believe all these things. But by the time this entire video series is completed, I am sure you will have known a lot about this world. Flat Earth theory, Illuminati, reptilians, fake moon, crop circles, pyramids, Bermuda Triangle. I am going to cover all these things in this video series. And I am not saying all these things for clickbait or to increase my views. In fact, I know that this video is not going to get any views. People do not like to see such information. But still, it is important for me to convey all this to the world. Maybe God has chosen me for this work. And I'm sure if you watch this series completely, then the curtains of your mind will also open. Things which were kept hidden from humans for hundreds of years. After my 2 years of research, I'm going to put everything in front of you now. But before telling further, I want to clear some things in front of you. First of all, let me tell you that according to all the information available about aliens in this world, aliens have been divided into two broad categories. One is good aliens and the other is bad aliens. Here I want to tell you one more thing that aliens do exist. But aliens or extraterrestrials is a kind of generic term which we use for every life form found outside the Earth. Meaning that for us, every life form that exists outside the Earth is an alien. But this does not mean that only one kind of life form exists outside the Earth. In simple words, aliens do exist, but this does not mean that aliens are of the same kind. There are many species of aliens which live in different dimensions. Some researchers say that according to the rank of these aliens, the aliens at the top are benevolent aliens, meaning they are good aliens. However, many researchers also say that this is not so. Bad aliens, meaning those who are not friendly with humans, are also as powerful as good aliens. I will tell you all about aliens, about good aliens as well as bad aliens. But we will start this series with good aliens. It is also possible that this information may not match your old beliefs, especially religious beliefs. But still, I would like you to watch this entire series carefully with an open mind, even if it is just for entertainment. When I came to know about all these things for the first time, I was also very surprised. I was almost shocked. But then when you analyze all these things deeply, think and understand and connect the dots, then you realize that everything makes sense. All the information given in this video is based on the research of a very famous UFO and aliens researcher, Dolores Cannon. Dolores Cannon is not in this world today, but when she was alive, she was a very famous hypnotherapist and UFO investigator. So basically, Dolores Cannon had an ability which hardly any other hypnotherapist in the world had. Dolores had this ability that through hypnotism she could take her clients into a deep trance state. She could take them to their past lives that were thousands of millions of years old, from where she could directly contact extraterrestrials, talk to them, and ask them questions. So if I say that all this information has been given to us directly by aliens, then it will not be wrong. Now, when the topic of aliens starts, the first question that comes to our mind is, how did all this start? That is, who are aliens? Who are humans? Where did they come from? Where did we come from? And all this. Now, let me tell you that this is such a question whose answer many people may have trouble understanding, because people bring their own beliefs into it. But the thing is, aliens tell that in this entire universe, there are thousands of planets like Earth in which life has been created for millions of billions of years. And all this is a part of an experiment. I mean to say that we humans are a part of an experiment. I'm going to tell you about what that experiment is now. Basically, aliens tell that in this entire universe, people have always been trying to create life by mixing different types of cells on different planets. On some of these planets, this experiment becomes successful and life develops like it happened on Earth. And on some planets, life does not develop because, again, it's an experiment. And this journey of life being created on a planet and it's becoming an advanced civilization is not a journey of 10, 20,000 years, but it takes millions of years. And after taking so much time, after waiting for millions of years for life to grow on a planet, they do not leave that planet just like that. They constantly guard that planet. They take care of it because they tell that life is very delicate. It takes thousands of years for life to grow, but it does not take much time for life to end. That is why they have to constantly guard that planet and that life form. Secondly, their aim is not only to grow life on a planet, but also to take that life to advanced stages and higher dimensions. And without their intervention, any life form can reach that stage, but it will take who knows how many eons of light years. And if that life form dies due to some reason after taking so much time, then their hard work of thousands of millions of years is wasted. Now let's talk about the Earth, our humans. So first of all, the aliens tell that this Earth, that is planet Earth, is not something made of stone or soil. It is a living being, meaning that the Earth is alive and it has a soul of its own, not only the Earth, but everything found on it, trees, mountains, stones, all are living beings. They all have their own soul. Now the question arises that how did humans come to Earth? So as the aliens told that they sow the seeds of life on every planet and then wait for life to be born there, they did the same on Earth too, millions of years ago. They sowed the seeds of life on Earth. Now, sowing these seeds means that different cells, which are taken randomly from different planets, were mixed, and this experiment was done on Earth to create life. Then from that seed, life started. First, a single-cell organism was born, then bigger organisms were born from it. And gradually, the evolution of life took place, and all these life forms were born which we see around us today. But humans were not born like this. Now here these aliens tell us a very important thing. That is, whenever a life form develops on a planet and that planet starts sustaining life, they choose a species of that planet and push its evolution by modifying its DNA. On Earth, they chose monkey to modify its DNA. Now, I am writing this text to you in Hindi font. Now, the question arises that why only monkey was chosen. So the aliens tell that they chose monkey for Earth because monkey has the highest brain capacity. And most importantly, monkey has 2 hands so that it can hold tools, etc. That is why they chose monkey on Earth. But it is not that on every planet where life is grown, only the DNA of monkey is modified. It is not like that at all. On some planet, they choose grasshopper to modify its DNA, and on some planet, they choose chipkli to modify its DNA and make it an intelligent species. So, I mean to say that in this whole universe, there are many types of intelligent species like humans. Such species, which we consider as insects here on Earth, are intelligent species of those planets whose science and technology is more developed than us. Now here I will tell you one more very interesting thing. If you have read Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, then Darwin tells that his evolution theory is absolutely perfect. Evolution has happened on Earth. All the life forms that we see on Earth today have evolved for hundreds of thousands of years and have reached here. But one thing that confuses him is the process of becoming a human from a monkey. It seems as if the process of becoming a human from a monkey has suddenly jumped thousands of years ahead. Like a monkey slept for one night, and then when he woke up the next morning, he became a human by jumping thousands of years ahead. Darwin tells that there is only this loophole in his theory which they could not understand till date. But now we understand how this could have happened through DNA manipulation. Aliens changed the DNA of the monkey and made it a human. Otherwise, if there was simple evolution, then even after these thousands of millions of years, the process of becoming a human from a monkey would not have reached the stage where it has reached today. Horror stories in Hindi, ghost stories in Hindi, boot story, Hindi horror stories, real ghost stories in Hindi, haunted places in India in Hindi, horror stories in Hindi, ghost stories in Hindi, boot story, Hindi horror stories, real ghost stories in Hindi, haunted places in India in Hindi. Now the aliens tell that this whole process means finding different planets in the universe, then mixing different types of cells in them and starting experiments and growing life. This is not done randomly. Rather, it is done in a pure, systematic way. Even those aliens who created humans were also created in this way. They call them the archaic ones, who first created those alien species which later created us. The archaic ones have always been doing this work, and to keep an eye on this pure work, there are different councils in the universe which have definite rules and regulations. These councils have history books of every planet in the universe and their complete records. And when a planet reaches the stage where it can support life, then it is a very important thing for that planet. This is the most important moment. After this, a proper life charter of that planet is made, and an experiment is started to grow life on that planet by bringing cells from different planets. When the aliens were asked from which planet the cells of the life that was started on Earth came, they said that it does not matter from which planet the cells came, because it is a mixture of cells brought from different planets. In a way, they grow different types of cells in their test tubes and experiment as to what kind of life form will develop on this planet. It depends on the atmosphere of that planet, its geography, etc., as to what kind of life form it will have. And the way we humans look today, it is just a coincidence. Our appearance is just the result of an experiment. Once the experiment is over, if it becomes successful and life starts on a planet, then they move forward on their journey to create life on another planet. But in between, they also come and check what is going on here. Is there any problem? Now, as I told you, all this is an experiment for these aliens. But this experiment has some very well-laid rules. And the first and most important rule among them is the rule of non-interference and free will, meaning that once an intelligent species starts growing on a planet, they cannot interfere in their work in any way. This is a rule which these aliens are also bound by. For example, if I explain it to you in the context of Earth, then you can understand that no matter what the humans do on Earth, kill each other, bite each other, aliens cannot interfere. They are not allowed to do so. This is the rule of Conic. Yes, in some extreme situations, they can also interfere, about which I am going to tell you later. So, whatever I mean to say, these aliens cannot interfere with humans. Like you give birth to a small child. Now that child came into this world only because of you gave birth to him. But after coming into this world, what he does, What he does not do depends on you. And this is the whole experiment. He makes us big. We can see it happening but cannot interfere in our actions. But they can surely help us. Interfering and helping are two different things. Aliens say that they have been helping humans since the beginning by giving us various kinds of gifts from time to time. And the first gift among them was the gift of fire. Yes, aliens say that fire is not of this planet, it means of Earth. Fire was gifted to humans by aliens so that they can protect themselves from wild animals and keep themselves warm in winters. Apart from this, aliens have also been giving gifts to humans from time to time, like corn. Aliens say that they had gifted this to humans. Apart from this, they had also given nuclear technology to humans. But they say that humans are such a species that our gifts, which we give them thinking that they will use it for their own good, they always use it as a weapon. But he starts doing it. They say that we gave you nuclear technology thinking that it will fulfill the power requirements of the Earth, and your science and technology will become more advanced. But you people made it into weapons. So now we have stopped giving you gifts. Now here comes a question that on one hand aliens say that they cannot interfere in this planet, and on the other hand they give us gifts. This is also a kind of interference, isn't it? On this question, aliens say that no, this is not interference. Suppose you give a toy to a small child, then you have given him a toy. But it is up to the child what he does with that toy. He plays with it, breaks it, or hits another child with it. All this is up to him. We cannot interfere in this. But there are some such extreme circumstances in which aliens have to interfere as well, as happened during the time of Atlantis. For those who don't know, let me tell you that Atlantis was a very advanced civilization on Earth millions of years ago. If you people think that we are the first civilization on Earth, then you are wrong. There have been many other advanced civilizations like Atlantic, Mayans before us, about which I will tell you in detail in the upcoming videos. So I was telling you about Atlantis. So basically, aliens tell that what happened during the time of Atlantis was that their science and technology had become so advanced that they started discussing such things which were completely prohibited, like mixing humans and animals and creating such creatures which are half human and half animal. In fact, today the legends of werewolves, mermaids, etc., which you hear, all these started from the time of Atlantis. They could not allow this to happen at all. Say the aliens. Now this is a very strange thing, because on one hand the aliens say that they believe in the rule of non-interference and free will. And on the other hand, they killed the people of Atlantis because they exercised their free will. So this is a kind of contradiction of their own words. Regarding this, the aliens tell that during the time of Atlantis they were doing such experiments. But the aliens did not kill them. They tell that you people are like children to us. We have created you with our own hands. Why will we destroy you? Actually, the reason for the destruction of Atlantis was something else. Actually, what happened was that they had developed such technology that they could directly draw the energy of the sun from space. Apart from this, there were many other things like this. They started such experiments due to which gateways of different dimensions started opening and a danger was created for the whole universe. And the aliens could not let this happen at all. But despite this, they did not destroy Atlantis. Rather, they destroyed themselves. They had become so overconfident on the basis of their science that they had installed big crystals in different corners of the earth to tap energy. But they could not handle all this on such a large scale, and everything got destroyed. Today, there are big deserts in the Middle East and Africa. At one time, there used to be Greenland here. But due to the mistakes of those people, everything got destroyed there. The whole land became barren forever. Then the next question comes that, okay, you must have lifted the car from the highway, and you say that you do not want anyone to know this. So did other people not see the car flying from the highway? They say that yes, people see this, but they do not remember anything. We can manipulate time, space, matter, everything. Now let me tell you that there are many such cases. When suppose someone is driving his car on the highway, then he sees a big UFO in the sky above. Very clearly. They stop their car to see the UFO. But other people going nearby react in such a way as if they are not able to see that UFO. So in this regard, the aliens tell that only those who they want to see them can see them, their planes. Those whom they do not want cannot see them at all. So many times it happens that husband and wife are sleeping on the same bed, and the husband sees an alien standing in front of him, but the wife does not see it. Because he does not want the wife to see him. He had come there only for the husband. Here Dolores tells about another lady's case. She tells that once a lady was driving her car to her office in the morning. Now going ahead, she forgot to take a turn from the place where she had to take a turn, and went straight ahead. But going ahead, she saw that she reached a road where there was so much greenery, so many beautiful trees, plants, flowers, etc. She just kept driving on the same road. And then, after 5 minutes, she saw that her car had reached the highway at the other corner of the city, and it was already night, whereas she had left the house in the morning. In this case, the aliens tell that they do this many times, that when they are about to take someone with them, they fool them in such a way that they brainwash them in such a way that they start seeing things which are not actually there. That beautiful road was not there in that city. Those aliens just showed it to her so that the lady does not get scared. Meaning to say all these things, picking up people, erasing their memory, manipulating time, all these are child's play for them. They can do anything if they want. Let me tell you about another case which happened with a man. That man was going back home after working in the office in the evening. It was nighttime. Then he sees just one light in the sky. That's it. After this, he tells that he kept walking on the road, but even on such a busy highway, he was not able to see any other car. Not only no car, but there was no sound either. It seemed as if he was traveling in a vacuum. And then he sees a cat in front of a house on the way. And do you know what that cat was doing? It was standing in such a way as if it was trying to jump. Actually, what was happening here was that the aliens had taken him with them. But before taking him, they had stopped his time. That is why he was seeing everything happening around him in slow motion. The cat that he had seen was also seen in slow motion. And then, after some time, suddenly, everything became normal. He was driving sitting in the same car. All the sounds started coming again suddenly. Now this man did not know what happened to him. But if something like this ever happens to you, then you should understand that the aliens had taken you with them. Friends, this was my first video of the Alien series. This topic is so big and there are so many things about aliens that cannot be told in one video. And right now I have told only about the good aliens. That too, just a little. If you liked this video and you want me to bring more videos of aliens, then definitely tell me by commenting below. I will keep bringing videos of ghosts, witches, etc. For you, that's all for today. Now it is 2:30 in the night. I am going to sleep. You also go to sleep. Goodbye.